What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we are going to start breaking down the engine from the Spec 2, and I take delivery of a former Grand Tour car. Okay, so we got the engine here. We're going to start dismantling it, got the table set up. So, put the camera here and have you guys looking over my shoulder, and hopefully we can figure out what happened to this thing.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
No ta-ta-ta.
That's what your car sounds like. I know, I actually have to fart, as a matter of fact.
Could you step away if you're going to fart?
Nope.
So I did a bunch of talking right there and I didn't even record anything. Okay, so we have the valve covers off on both sides. We already had the intake off from when we removed the engine. And then we got the water pump off and some of the accessories, the pulleys and whatnot off of here. What I've been having trouble with is this harmonic balancer. And if any of you have tried to do this before, you know that this sucks. I watched somebody's YouTube video about how to remove this and which tool they use from AutoZone. It was a 25901, one of the 2-ton pulley removers is what I got on here right now. The screw that goes in here is actually really short, and the bit is too tiny to fit inside the hole, so I'm ended up using a socket adapter in there to get this done. So hopefully this will come off with the next few turns. Okay, I think it's about ready to come off. It feels like it anyway. Oh, thank you, bejesus. This thing is heavy as shit, too. But she's off now. So, all we gotta do now is pull off the timing cover. Today is a good day. Getting ready to go meet that surprise vehicle that is supposed to be showing up today. Said he's just about 2 minutes away. I'm gonna meet him around the corner from my house in an area where it's a little bit easier to unload it, so. Oof. It's a good day, and it's my birthday, so that makes it even better. Can you see it yet? Can you see her? Oh, look, it's Gabby in the truck. I'm in the car right now. I had it completely detailed and we're headed down towards the Houston Rodeo. We are in the Ford Mustang RTR Series 1 powered by Ford Performance. Yes, I know that is a mouthful, but what that signifies is that this is the first major contribution by an outside party to Ford's lineup since Carroll Shelby. That's a big deal. So when you look at a Roush or a Saline or even the Black Widow F-150s or anything like that. What you're looking at is a third party that comes in and modifies them post-title, and they're not viewed as part of the Ford lineup. They're not offered through Ford Performance. They're offered through their own business, the way RTR normally is. But with the Series 1, this is a vehicle that is offered through Ford Performance to its dealers. They can open up the catalog and they can order one of these, but only until all 500 of them are gone. As of right now, I think there's only like 150 of them that were held back for release for 2020. But we are here to talk about the vehicle, not just to try and sell people the vehicle. So this thing is actually pretty neat. One thing that has happened here on the collaborative effort is that it's a mixture of RTR and Ford. So what does that mean? So you're getting the RTR upper and lower grille with the signature RTR LED lights. You're getting the front chin splitter, you're getting the side rocker splitters, the rear quarter splitters, the rear diffuser, which is pretty choice. You're getting the RTR gurney flap. On the inside, you get your RTR floor mats. If you got a manual like this one here is, you get a shift knob with it. What does that mean from the Ford side? Well, we changed up the graphics a little bit, so they're a little bit more Ford inspired. So you'll notice on the hood, near the back, where like on Gabby's car or my car, they go straight to the back and then over the edge of the hood. These taper off near the back of the hood. Another thing that you get is on the side stripe, it's split near the hips of the vehicle, whereas on the RTR Spec models, those are straight through. On the interior, you get some more badging that is different from what we have on the RTR branded vehicles. Oh my God, Gabby, you should have ran that light. The badging on here is also different. So on the dash plaque, where on the Spec models you normally get a serialized dash plaque that lets you know which number your car is and is signed by Vaughn, on these you have your number out of the 500. So this one here is XX1 because this was the original prototype. So it's not actually one of the serialized vehicles that you would get from the dealer. On the door sill plates, you're getting illuminated door sill plates that say Ford Performance, and then also have your serial number on the inside there, which is pretty neat. Under the hood, you get a serialized dash plaque on your radiator shroud that lets you know the number of your vehicle. On the back, it's changed up a little bit. It still looks like the RTR rear deck lid panel, except it now says underneath it, powered by Ford Performance. One nice thing that you get with this too is it changes out the puddle lamps out of the ponies for RTR puddle lamps, which is kind of sick, and I wish I had that for my car. On top of that, we have a blend of an RTR wheel with a Ford Performance track pack wheel that's in a satin black. And then the real candy of it all from Ford Performance is the Ford Performance track pack suspension. So you're not getting the RTR tactical performance suspension on here, but you are getting the Ford Performance track pack suspension like you could get through Ford Performance. So that's pretty neat. It adds a little bit of a change. Also on those wheels, you're getting a staggered set. So on RTR from us, we square them up on all our models. With these, they're staggered. And you reuse the Michelin Pilot Sport tires that come with the track pad for these, where we trade them out to Nittos. Overall, it's a pretty sweet vehicle. This comes equipped on GTs for the 2020 model year. For the 2019, it was EcoBoost or GT. Now for the 2020, it's PP1 or PP2 performance pack car. One thing that's cool about this car in particular is this is actually the car that Jeremy Clarkson drove in season 3, episode 1 of the Grand Tour. For those of you who have seen the episode, you're probably saying, well, I thought that was an RTR Spec 3. You are correct. And this is a Series 1. However, when we went to present this to Ford and put together the prototype vehicle, this was the only one that we had sitting around. So we rebadged it, changed up stuff, and switched over from the Spec 3 over into the Series 1 powered by Ford Performance. But one thing that we kept on here was the Ford Performance Supercharger. So this particular model here is still rolling with the RTR Spec 3 Ford Performance Supercharger, giving it about 710 horsepower, and I believe it's like 640 foot-pounds of torque. And one thing that I really like about this car in the time that I've spent in it is that when you're just cruising in it, it does not feel like it has that much power. When you get on it, you definitely can tell that it's got that much power. Overall, this car is so freaking sick. It's going to be at the Houston Rodeo, so you'll be able to see it if you're in the Houston area from March 3rd until I think the 29th, 22nd, one of the last Sundays of the month. You'll be able to see this down there. Hopefully I'll be able to get it for a little bit after the rodeo before it gets shipped back to Charlotte. That way we can do another walk around in it and do a full drive. All right, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I do apologize. I know it's late. This was supposed to be a Monday video, and it's now turned into, what is it today, Friday? We do have a lot more coming up. We are going to continue to keep chipping away here at the motor. That's the trans, there's the motor. And then we got the front bumper. We got the other fenders. All we need now is the spoiler and the headlights, and then we can assemble this thing and get ready to go to paint after we get the Spec 5 fender flare. So maybe that's coming up soon, maybe not. I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned and watch. Until then, see ya. Peace.